Hi, welcome to Improve My Golf and welcome down to Dolce Campo Real Golf Resort here in Portugal. And this video is all about course management. So before we get started, we're going to show you a quick flyover of the hole that we're actually on, because that's going to play a huge role in the decision that we're going to make and the decisions that we're going to talk through on this particular hole. So as you can see, the fairway gets very narrow as it starts to go down. It's a downhill elevation as well, so it's a downhill decline, and then it sweeps around towards the right hand side, but it sweeps around towards the right hand side very sharply onto a kind of an isolated green with a hazard to the left hand side. So your initial tee shot is by far the most important shot on this hole. So we're going to show you two ways of playing it. I'm out with driver, Fletcher's out with hybrid.
Yeah, I've gone with a hybrid, the rescue. You're going to have a good bash at this, try and hit the fairway. Landing point here with driver is not ideal, but we're just going to show you this for a course management reason. The landing spot Andy's going to have now could be anything from about 10 yards. So
I need to kind of take over the right corner of the rough, over the trees. So I need to be very aggressive. I need to be fully committed to the shot. If I keep it down the fairway, I'm bringing in the trees and the distance into play, which are also going to be out of bounds had it go a little bit further as well. So this is this play that I'm obviously, maybe I'm one down in a match, I'm feeling aggressive, I feel like I need to try and force something. So I want to try and make sure that I can put my playing opponent under pressure. So if I can get this drive away. So I've absolutely creamed it. Woo! That now though is in the gods. We don't know how that's going to turn out. I think it's actually on quite a good line, but I've had to be super aggressive to go at that line and really kind of commit to the shots. Fletcher's going to play the hybrid, and the reason why I think this is probably the better shot, not only is because he's hitting to where he can actually see, but also because the elevation changes, a massive decline downhill. When this ball lands on the fairway, it's going to really shoot forwards quite a lot. Now obviously we are here in 27 degrees in Portugal, so the fairways are very dry and bouncy. Something when you get into the summer months, fairways will start to dry out. So this is a really good play. If you can hit the fairway, it will start to bounce down that fairway, and he probably won't be that far behind my driver.
yeah, and another thing to consider is if we start it on the right side of the fairway, the ball is going to kick down to the left also. So hopefully that's going to take out the creek, which is on the left hand side of this hole. So straight down there's a white stake which is 150 meters. So I'm going to be heading in that direction, and hopefully it'll bounce on down the hill and off to the left, so then I have a nice opening into the green for my approach shot. So I've hit it absolutely on line what I've just discussed.
You've absolutely caught that.
And there we go, there's a nice kick. The bounce down to the left of the corner. I'm going to have a really good angle of attack into the green there.
But certainly what we can see here now, Chris is making his way up to his ball, feeling quite confident, quite happy with life. I'm going up there feeling quite agitated and a little bit nervous that I'm not actually going to find the ball. And if we were playing match play, probably lose the hole. So I'm relying on some good bounces, I'm relying on the golf course to really help me out here. So when you're on the golf course, really start to take into consideration how the fairway's lying. Are you above the fairway? Is it going to run fast downhill for you and get by you a few extra yards? Do you need to hit driver, or can you kind of play a little bit more conservative, a little bit more clever as well, to try and still make as many birdies and pars on the round as you possibly can?
Also, you've got to consider the format you're playing. If you're playing stroke play or match play you can play a lot more aggressive. You may only lose one hole. Whereas if stroke play, you lose your ball, you can end up with a double, treble, or sometimes even a quadruple. What we recommend is if you're on a hole, you don't like the shape of the hole, leave the driver in the bag, take out something, a club which you're more comfortable, which is a fairway finder. For myself, that's the rescue. Have a good go, have a practice, and just make sure you have the right club on the tee to give you maximum confidence for the shot.
Guys, thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that video. I hope it's a bit of an insight into some decision making on the tee and also course management that can save you shots. You don't always need to improve your technique so much, you just need to have a better shot selection, which is going to save you shots as you start to go around the golf course. 18 holes is a very long time on a golf course. If you can just chip away 1 or 2 shots here and there, before you know it, your PB will start to get better and better. Please subscribe to the channel and follow us on our social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Massive thank you to Dolce Campo Real Golf Resort here in Portugal, and from us, we'll see you again very soon.
See you guys.
Check it out now.